Two-handed roll dink, you get more top spin that way. Like instead of this, have the paddle below the ball. Yeah, yeah. Okay, or two-handed roll dink. Okay. Something I've noticed with you, it feels like pretty hard on a line with, it's lacking just a little bit of shape and like finesse. So let's try to. That's better. Well, now that I say that. Okay, try hitting it softer though.
Softer?
Yeah. And I think one of the key things that we talked about last time is you're kind of meeting the ball here, but not positioning it lower. So when you come up through the ball, you get more top spin that way.
Like later contact, wait for the ball to fall?
No. Like instead of this, have the paddle below the ball. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's better. Good. Good. Better. Better. Good. 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 Nice. This to me feels like 4 or 5 roll dink. That's all good. Nice. One more. That.
I mean, one adjustment, right?
Yeah.
So I slowed down my swing.
Yeah.
So I was kind of smoothing out my swing a lot more. I think before I was heading it closer to like 200 backhand speed up kind of stroke.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of just like, yeah, I'm gonna slow down and.
Yeah. You can go even slower if you open the paddle face a little bit.
Like
this way.
Like
yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
My stroke feels weird when I do that. Like when I try to do that, I don't have the stroke to do that, I feel like.
If your paddle face is so north-south or closed, it's just going to inherently make the ball hit a little bit harder and on a line. Joe, would you mind feeding that type of ball? I just want to, you're good. You did it. I want to just see, I want to disconnect it. Like a soft ploppy dink. Nice. That was good. Those are good. That's good. Whoa. Soft. The open face, you'll see it actually with a few players now. Like Tama is one, Thomas Yu is another. Like it feels a little bit more like a cradle because the ball's like coming in and getting pocketed as they move through it rather than like having to hit with like shoo and like glance it off.
Yeah.
Right? So it's very much more like, no, get over here rather than like shing, right? Or like trying to zip it, right? If you go from low to high, you'll get topspin. It's not necessarily like the wrist glancing. So let me show you one more time. And you can go super soft with it, or super high, or super directional. No, they're not crossing over here.
When I change my stroke, I think my stance is still closer to like how James Ignatowicz would be hitting.
Yes.
So I was still kind of like full squatting down and like sideways a little bit.
Yeah.
Except for now, I've got a different stroke, which may not work with this type of ball.
Interesting.
So what you're doing, what I saw you were doing, was you were more
linear. Yeah.
Net, and then your paddle dips down right before you hit it. You kind of went like
got it.
And then you went like this.
Yeah.
And then
let's try it a little bit. I wouldn't try to be changing this if you were like whatever form you were, if it was like pretty consistent and you had control. I just think you're like kind of mid with the pace control, mid with the direction and stuff like that. Okay. So that's why I think it's worth investigating. Better. That's a good one. That's a good one. See how much soft and shape and control you have? That good? Good. And it feels less lungy in the arms to me. Like, I feel like you're much more... Nice. Good. This ball, I can't even see the holes. It has so much topspin. It has that... Look. Chow, you want to come here? Look at this. Can you look at any one of the 48 holes? On most of these, I can't see the holes when the ball's coming to me. Come on, we got to put it out for a vote. We want this two-hander. Look at this. Look at this. This is
more consistent. It's a more consistent thing.
Yeah, but go to my left foot. Good. Soft, but go to my left foot. Good. Oh, good. That was like 20 in a row.
Wearing standard tennis shoes for pickleball is like using a luxury sedan for an off-road race. It might look the part, but it isn't built for the specific stress of the terrain. Monte's pickleball shoe is the purpose-built rugged vehicle designed specifically for the off-road lateral intensity of the pickleball court. You see, when you're at the kitchen line moving laterally, dragging the side of your shoes from left to right so that you can hit your buttery smooth things, it wouldn't take very long for your normal court shoes to just get blown out. That's because tennis shoes or normal court shoes were not originally designed for these types of movements and the wear and tear that comes with them. Montes Pickleball understood this because the founders of the brand are passionate high-level pickleball players themselves. They turned years of frustration into motivation and came up with this elegantly designed high-performance premium shoe, specifically engineered for pickleball, adding protections to where protections are most needed, removing weight where weight is unnecessary. The high density outsole with non-slip texture makes the Montes Drop pickleball shoe one of the longest lasting in the industry, while providing unbelievable comfort and stability. The crash-resistant toe cap provides extra protection for the forefoot movement, giving you a peace of mind the next time you're out on the court. And all of this for as little as $98. If you use my discount code JANG, why not give them a try? I'll put the link in the description down below.
When you mess up or don't hit the best dink with the other one, it felt like you were straining so much to like, this one is like if you're in decent position and it's not way outside of you, it's like, okay, cool, boom. If James didn't do it 2 years ago, the way he did it, we would never be doing anything like he does it.
Okay.
I think he was just so early to doing it, where it was like boom, boom, boom. Right? But it never sounds or feels that good. It never sounds or feels that good because here I have this optionality.
Yeah.
I can hold it and then pull it wide, right? You can turn it into a speed up if you want, right? But if you're here and crouched, there's only 1 or 2 spots you're going, and it's a pretty strenuous thing, you know? Let's do a few more.
Yeah, I like this. This is
Open the battle face, keep that battle face a little open. Now, it's still closed when you go to hit it, right?
Am I still closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Open paddle face, good. Open, open, open. You're risking it a little bit. Just open it so when it comes from low to high on the outside of the ball, yes, you're good. It's just, let's channel what you had.
Okay.
Don't hop away, right? Don't hop. Nice. Nice. Don't move through it, John. Don't be in a rush to cover your side, right? I think we've shared this before, but like you're only in a rush to cover this if you've messed up, but you're more likely to mess up if you're like moving.
Okay.
All right, so get there. Get there and just hit. You're good. Nice. Good. Great ball. It feels like it has a little bit more flow. Get there with your legs, then move with your arms. That like good. Nice. Nice. That's a tight one. Good. It's a good one. Good one. I want you to stay. It's okay to be in the kitchen if you're hitting it, right? I think sometimes but if you have to get there to get close to the ball, then execute the shot and then get back in versus you're kind of like peeling off of it. Let's go soft together. Soft and control. Good.
That one I should have gone half a step forward.
That's okay. You had 8 in a row there. That was good. I would very much explore a little more open face, or like we did, paddle tip forward or slightly down. Your little C, I think way more control. Like when you go back and edit it, fine. Like look at the two-handed roll dinks before. They're kind of like missiles, like knuckleball missiles. Here we're getting nice shape. And I think your goal should be trying to have it bounce here and like here at the, the pro guys have to bounce it here because otherwise a 6-4 flick is coming. But I think at 4-5, within the black in the last foot or two is going to be great, and sometimes you're going to want to go really aggressive if someone's like cheating and stuff, but otherwise like hitting 3 or 4 of those here, nice and boom, 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 What
would be a good time to use the ZAMST Natalie style?
I wouldn't do it.
You just wouldn't do it?
No. I mean, I think you've had it for a while and I don't think it's like a consistent source of offense for you. And I don't think it's consistent enough like make shot for you.
Okay.
From my opinion, like if I were playing you in a tournament as a 4-5, I would, if you're on the left, I would say hit it to Jung's backhand, not to be disrespectful, but I think at the kitchen, that would be the biggest source of potential pop-ups or like unforced errors. But again, that's the case with anybody's thing. Like it could be a backhand drop. Someone would send more balls to a backhand drop that was just less good than the other things. So relative to other parts of your game, I don't feel like it's like something you'd want to have to hit 15 times per game. It's not a strong suit yet.
It's not,
and I don't think
my game. Right?
Yeah, and I don't think you practicing the James way, which you've had for the last year, is gonna really get you there. I think it's time, because you put in a lot of work, a lot of footwork, and a lot of reps into it. And if it's kind of shaky still, after 6 months or 9 months of like focusing on it, then I think there has to be like a reevaluation. Could be different approaches too. But I think what we saw there in spurts is like way more consistent and way more just like game ready.
Let me start practicing this new technique. When I had a good one, it felt solid.
Yeah.
It felt very solid.
Because even when you hit the James one, it feels like it's not dwelling and it feels like it's still glancing and like, it's making it over, but it very rarely feels and looks and comes off like all great that often,
Hey, I want to pause the lesson for a quick moment to give a shout out to Ryan and the lab here in Austin. They do a lot of awesome stuff here. Ryan, thank you so much today for giving me this lesson.
The lab is fortunate to be a special little spot here in Austin. We're a high-performance pickleball training facility. We've got some of the best pros playing here every day. Carlos and myself play at the semi-pro and pro level, and our coaches within MLP and the PPA. And then we help a lot of amateurs locally and kind of incoming.
And if you're in town here in Austin, definitely come check out the lab.
Sure.
I'll pop your Instagram and your, do you have any YouTube channel you would like to?
Not yet, but it's coming.
Okay.
But playathelab.com and play at the lab on Instagram. Shoot us a note. We would love to have you around and be on court with you.
Go check them out. Thank you, Ryan.
Boom.